It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where. Now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips. The Zips ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So New Mexico's offense will get first crack at it today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Zips offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the try is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. A quick pass to the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hills. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also... There he goes! And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snares it outside. It's Humphrey. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it? And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Finley. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Zips have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the 1st down. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, New Mexico, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Finley. Under fire. got it in the middle. It's Adams. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. The Zips have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive.
To running room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down. They'll run for it. The Lobos have a 1st down. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. To the air, it's Hills. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Offense facing 4th down.
Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Good enough for 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Curry. Oh, he's got some space. Wide open spaces. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Lobos will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Snagged in the middle. It's Polk. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Power football with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Finley. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Zips come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Newell. Got enough to move the sticks, 1st down from the 17. The Zips are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And the Zips trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Curry. Touchdown, Akron! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Humphrey. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a big play, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Hills. Got him downfield, and he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the ground with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Tackle is made.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it, 1st down and more. Oh, a lot of space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Well, the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. This is well within field goal range. That earlier miss could have influenced this decision. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need
turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Zips send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is great.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Zips. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Blair. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Hills. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Valdez. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. That's caught. It's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Finley. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He's loose. Hits a seam wide open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Zips will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Akron! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Zips come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Dropping back, it's Finley. Fires on the move. He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Zips are on the move. Pushes ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Zips.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
42, New Mexico, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Blair. Turning on the Jets. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to...
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. And the Stallions' long, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lobos offense has the ball first today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hills. The quick out. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Lobos will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Stallions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage?
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Stallions. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hills. Gets it out fast.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Stallions need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a heat. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Snagged out of the air. Hard-hitting tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man in the middle.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Caught close to the marker. It's Manning. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Stallions look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain, short yardage situation.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unloads to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Hills. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Kept in, he's past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Lobos will have it 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Hall.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Makes a man miss. And the Lobos get enough for the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They're going to ride this running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckley.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a...
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's McGowan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Stallions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the Stallions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Williams. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Lobos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Stallions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Stallions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And here comes the punt team.
Number 99 on to punt it away.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got a man. It's Thomas. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hills. Makes the catch, it's Humphrey. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands, it's Buckley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Lobos will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Stallions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's McGowan. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
In that third and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, so you've got to know where your answers are. Where's your hot route? Where's your sight adjust? Where can you get rid of the football if they bring an extra guy and the offense didn't look like they were ready for it?
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. On the ground, it's Humphrey. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hills. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Working that left side now. They will score! Touchdown, New Mexico!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running the read option to the left. Creates a little space. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he wants it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
He's brought down.
Man, good quarterback plays like real estate. Location, location, location. How about the throw and placement on that corner route there?
And the Stallions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
8 yards on the play. Third down coming.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
New Mexico, 14. Sharks, 7.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Lobos will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Stallions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Stallions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner is stopped. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Dropping back, it's Hills. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Lobos are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Now this offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McGowan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
On the set.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Hills. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after it.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And the Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Working the middle is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Stallions will call on their punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You know, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Lobos! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Tucson for some time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Ward. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Stallions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. Right down the gut of the field. Lots of running room. The tag. Touchdown Stallions. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
4th down coming up.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. The Lobos pick up the first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Lobos will try to pin them back with the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Stallions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Lobos are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the Lobos will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
They boot it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game.
One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA, ready to roll. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bruins will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the New Mexico Lobos offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
The Lobos pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Hills. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Lobos decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So UCLA's offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bruins are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
And, you know, when we you talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Lobos in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Hills. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Lobos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. The Lobos are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's still running after the move. Open spaces. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. looking for a man. It's Hills. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Lobos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Humphrey. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got his man. Wide open on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Blair. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. From midfield, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Finds the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Got the quick completion. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Humphrey. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy. So
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Bruins! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will we'll get another look at this New Mexico offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Lobos in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Wide open spaces. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Lobos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Hills. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Hall. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release by the QB. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Lobos!
Number 6.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
14.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines.
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And that's a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first.
And the Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
New Mexico, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with him. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going right to work up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got it on the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bruins are flying down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, New Mexico.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Running the red zone, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Hauls it in. Touchdown Bruins! And the stomping has commenced. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun. Rushes on him. And a sack all the way back. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out.